Hi friends, welcome to Taking Care of Your Temple Week 2. It's so nice to be back with you. I hope that you guys had a great week last week practicing being thankful. I hope that it really helped you change your perspective and that's part of your habit now. And so you can keep doing that going forward. This week, we're going to do something a little different. I had something all planned out and I actually did a video earlier and it just felt off and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I've had a little hard time this week being focused. I've really felt a little scattered and I couldn't quite figure out why. And I was sitting here on my couch earlier trying to figure out if I was going to reshoot this video, what I was going to do. And I was just really asking God to show me what am I missing? Like, why does this feel off to me today? And, he told me. And the fact is, we have had a really busy week here. Okay. You guys know I have 3 teenagers. We talked about that last week. I have a soon to be 13-year-old next week and 2 14-year-olds living in the house. So we are busy. They play sports and do activities, and so we're busy a lot. Well, we've had a lot of downtime because of all the COVID stuff. Like my daughter who does martial arts, the dojo was closed. The tumbling was a little sporadic in the yard kind of thing. And then my son plays ice hockey and they haven't been allowed in the ice rink until last week. So until this week. So this week he had ice hockey tryouts. So we went from having a whole lot of nothing to do to having a whole lot to do. And I was so proud of myself over the whole quarantine thing because I felt like I was really spending my time wisely. I was really focusing on self-care and doing all the things that I had always said I was too busy to do, right? So I was really making sure I had time to be in my Bible every day and I was getting my exercising in every day, doing some self-development, like personal development type stuff. So also working from home. I've been working from home. We go back to the office in a couple weeks, but they've been nice enough to let us work from home through all of this. So the past couple months, I have been feeling kind of on top of the world, even though all this stuff is going on, because I have felt for the first time like I had the time and I was getting my priorities right. So then fast forward to this week when everything opened back up. And I had a plan. I had a checklist. I was so prepared. And then life happened and I lost my schedule was off. I was flying by the seat of my pants. We had last minute stuff and it really threw me off my game big time. So I went from thinking I had it all together to being a hot mess this week. And I kept some of my priorities straight. I kept with my devotions in the morning and I was trying to make sure that I did my 5 days of cardio since that was the challenge that I gave you guys. And I made it to 4. And I just kind of felt like I fell off the wagon this week. So all that being said, this week I thought we would talk about making sure we make time just for general like self-care. You guys know the adage that they always use. If you're in an airplane and we're losing oxygen, they say put the mask on yourself first so then you're able to help other people. Everybody's heard that. It's a very good analogy and it is extremely true. It's extremely true, especially if you have kids or family members that you're responsible for and you take care of, right? Sometimes it's our parents, sometimes it's our children, husband, wife, whatever it is. if we are not taking care of ourselves, we cannot take the best care of them. We can't be our best selves for the people that we love. And we hit on this just a little bit last week with what we were talking about when we talked about taking care of our hearts. But I just want to talk about it in a little bit of a wider theme today. So, and we talked about the making time last week, and that was when I was really good at making time because the sports hadn't started back yet. So now I'm really having to work hard at this, but you guys, it is so worth it. You've got to make the time for yourself. Make the time to figure it out. And we're not always going to get it right every day. Some days I am going to miss stuff. I'm going to miss my workout. I'm going to miss my personal development time. I'm going to miss my quiet time. I'm going to miss painting my fingernails, which is just a little thing, but it makes me feel better about myself, and I really like to do it. And, this is where I'm at this week. So it's just anything like that. And it's whatever works for you. Maybe you need to take a walk by yourself once a day for 10 minutes and clear your head and get away from everything else. And that gives you some time to focus and be your best you. Maybe you need to listen to some kind of motivational podcast or something every day that gives you inspiration and that helps you be your best you. Maybe you need to exercise every day. Honestly, it helps me tremendously when I make time for me to exercise. Even if it's only 20 minutes, you guys, we can make 20 minutes. We can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We can figure out a way to get 20 minutes of exercise in. And even if it's not always 20 minutes, there's an arm workout that I do that is 7 minutes long. It's a great arm workout. After it, my arms are killing me, but it's 7 minutes. Even if that's the only thing I get in, I got 7 minutes of something that I did for me. So it doesn't have to be long. You don't have to spend 2 hours a day by yourself doing whatever in order to take care of yourself. But you do have to make time every day to do something for yourself. Now, writing things that you're thankful for, that's going to help you, that is doing something for yourself, but you need to physically do something that helps you be the best you that you can be. So, like I said, it's different for everybody. Whatever it is that you need. Maybe it's really important to you to get together with other grown-ups. Like, I'm outnumbered here. It's just me with teenagers and a dog. No one listens to me. Sometimes I just really need company with my girlfriends, and I know that I need to make time. I try to do it once a week, at least every other week. I have got to get out of this house. Even if I just go sit on my friend Mary's couch or sit by my friend Gretchen's pool, whatever we go do, I need to get out of this house. I need to go spend some quality time with some grown-ups. Now, sometimes we do nothing but just laugh and talk, and sometimes we snack and whatever. But that's really important to me, and it helps me get that time with the grown-ups that I need, so I don't feel like my only identity is being mom. And when I'm around them, they don't need stuff from me. And I think that's important too. When we're parents or when we're caregivers, a lot of people have a parent that lives with them that they're responsible for taking care of. You have got to give yourself a break. You've got to get some time to yourself from that, where you have a little bit of time where you're not responsible for anybody but yourself. And I know it's really hard, especially if you have little kids or if you have an ailing parent that lives with you. It's really hard to say somebody else is going to have to take this responsibility for a minute while I step away and go have dinner, have a glass of wine, go take a walk, go sit by myself in my room and read a book, whatever it is that you need to do. But it's really important that you get a little bit of that time to fill yourself back up so that you have something to give the people that you're taking care of. I mean, if I am in this house and at hockey and karate and tumbling and work, and I don't do anything else that's just for me, then I'm going to feel sucked dry. I'm going to feel like I don't have anything to give anybody because I haven't been filled up. So for me, the things that fill me up, reading my Bible and spending time with God is very important to me. It fills me up in a huge way. It fills me up spiritually, which is very, very important to me. The other thing that fills me up is time with my friends. And like I said, honestly, sometimes I sit in the car and we have like a Facebook FaceTime kind of thing that we do. I go sit in the car and talk to my friends and we just laugh and say stupid things. But that's my time. And during that 20-minute conversation, I'm not responsible for anybody else. Now, I'm lucky enough that I have teenagers and they can fend for themselves. Even, when I'm here with them, I don't have to be constantly watching them and that kind of thing. So I do understand. I've had toddlers before. I've been there. I was a single mom when they were little too, and it's hard to find time for yourself when you're taking care of them and making sure that they don't get into anything and all that kind of stuff. But do your best. Lean on other people. Ask your mom, ask your friends, ask if you need somebody to give you some relief and give you a half an hour, even if it's just to go outside and sit in the quiet or take a walk or go read a book or whatever you need to do. I mean, I have friends that have a lot of little kids. Even if you just need like a shower by yourself with no one knocking on the door, reach out to people. I think a lot of times we're also scared to ask for help, and we shouldn't be. People love to help. And a lot of us, especially us women, you guys, we've been there. I've been there when I felt like I couldn't even go to the bathroom without having kids beating down the door. I had to take like a 2-minute shower while they were screaming and knocking in the shower curtain. You know what I mean? We've been there. We're super sympathetic, especially as moms. Not that the dads aren't, but especially us moms. We have been there. If you need help, reach out to your friends. Reach out to your church group. The church that I go to, we have like a Facebook group, and if people need stuff, they just post it on there. And then whoever lives close to you jumps in and helps out. It's okay to ask for help with your kids, or even with a parent if you need someone to come and sit with them. I have a couple of girlfriends whose parents are older and they have to have somebody that's there with them all the time, and it's a big responsibility, and it makes it hard to make time for yourself sometimes. But lean on the people that you have. Lean on the people that God has put in your life to help you with that, because you might not think that everybody's going to be gung-ho to help, but it's blessing them when they know that they can help you, especially if they've been there before. I mean, anytime anybody needs help with their kids, I am more than happy to help. I have been there before. I have been there when I was like, I can't listen to mommy one more time. The next person that says it, I'm going to sit in the corner and cry. You know what I mean? And anybody who's a mom has been there. If you have one or if you have three, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just overwhelming and you just need a mommy time out. So reach out to your friends. Ask your friends if you need help. So that's really it today. I just wanted to encourage everybody to do what I'm going to try to do this week, and that is get my Hot Mess Express back on track and make sure that I'm getting in my exercise every day, and make sure that I'm making time for the things that are important to me, and the things that are important to God. That's what I have to make time for. That's what makes me the best version of myself that I can be. That's what makes me the best mom that I can be for these kids. That's what makes me the best friend I can be and the best daughter that I can be when I am taking care of myself. So my challenge to you this week is super easy. Just take care of yourself. Do something every single day. Please try to do something every day. I know it's hard. I know sometimes it seems absolutely impossible. You just don't know the day I have. You don't know what we have going on. You just don't understand. I get it. Trust me. I get it. I have said it. I have preached it. I don't have time to exercise. You don't understand my life. You know, I work this many hours a week. I've got 3 kids. They all do stuff. I don't have time. I've been there, you guys. I've said it. I have said it over and over. And you know what? I still fail sometimes, but I try. And that, my friends, is all we can do on this amazing journey of life that is so messy and crazy sometimes, is just do our best. We are not always going to get it right. We're going to fall flat on our face sometimes. Sometimes we are going to kill it, and we're going to be rock stars, and we're going to feel amazing that day. But the next day, we might be flat on our face in the yard like, I failed at all of it. So be encouraged to know, number one, you're not alone. So many people have been there. It amazes me over and over how, especially sometimes as women, we think that nobody else goes through the stuff we go through until we hear somebody say it. And then we're like, oh, really? That happens to other people? It's not just me? Like, you guys, it's not just you. It is not just you. If you're going through it, 1,000 other people have been there and done that. Trust me. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say, hey guys, mommy needs a mommy timeout. So here's what we're going to do. Give yourself 10 minutes, okay? So, all right, sorry, I got off track. Back to the challenge. So my challenge for you this week is take some time for yourself every day. If it helps you to listen to a podcast, listen to a podcast. If it helps you to spend a few minutes reading, read. If it helps you focus, if you go take a 10-minute walk by yourself, go do that. Even if you take a walk with your kids, sometimes, I'm okay doing that. Just being outside in the fresh air really helps me kind of re-energize if I'm feeling cooped up and stressed out. Like, even when I'm working, I work at my kitchen table right now, and sometimes I just feel claustrophobic kind of sitting there, and all I need to do is just get up. I get up, take a walk up the street, ask the kids if they want to go with me. We go up the street, take a 10-minute walk, come back. I feel like a whole new person. I can pay attention to what I'm doing again. I'm not overwhelmed anymore. And the same goes for if you're cleaning the house, or if you're whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes we just need to stop and take a break, take a little bit of care for ourselves, pay attention to what we need, and then we're going to be 100% better for all the people that we love and all the important things that we want to get done during the day. So that is my challenge to you this week. I want to hear what kind of things you guys are doing to take care of yourself this week. If you took a bubble bath, if you are taking time out every day to read your book, if you took time to paint your fingernails, whatever you got going on, tell me what you're doing. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you're struggling with. In the same regards, if you guys have anything that you really want to talk about, please post it on here. Post it in the comments. Let me know. I'm happy to talk about anything. I have a huge list that'll keep us going for like 6 months, but I am, like I said, today this was not on the plan, but this is what I'm supposed to be talking to you guys about. So this is what we're talking about. So flying by the seat of my pants is not always easy for me. I'm a very planning girl. I like to plan things. I like it all neat, and I got my checklist, and that's the kind of person I am. So, sometimes you gotta let it go and just do what you gotta do that day. So that's what we did today. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope you have an amazing week. Please don't forget to take care of yourselves so that you can take care of all the amazing people that you love. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't yet, if you want to keep on this journey with us. We have post a new video every Saturday, all about taking care of our temples, from our spiritual side to our physical side. We're going to talk about health and wellness, and keeping our minds and our hearts all on track to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.